Welcome to the Kev and Pickle Show. Interview time. We're starting off this week's episode 96, with an interview, and I am delighted to be able to welcome Patrice Matthews and Sandra Byrne. Patrice,
I'm surprised you didn't say Murta there. I'm surprised you didn't say Murta.
Yeah, just about to say that, right? That I was nearly close to doing that, okay? Guys, we are very delighted to welcome you on to this week's show. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for asking us to come along.
Don't worry. We'll get trust us. We've been interviewing a lot of people over the last couple of years, right? Okay. It's fun, it's relaxed, and it's going to be, well, hopefully enjoyable to a degree. Okay. Kev, talk to these lovely ladies.
Guys, you set up a company, a service for the local community called Safe Castlebellingham. Can you just tell us a wee bit about Safe Castlebellingham and what actually SAFE stands for?
SAFE stands for Suicide Awareness for Everyone. And we set it up a couple of months ago because of all the tragedies we've been having in the locality, and nobody knew where to turn and nobody knew what to do. And we said, it's time somebody done something actually on the ground. And we're raising money to put a counsellor in the locality 24/7 on call, or you have 2 counsellors at the minute. And the service is there for anybody to ring. It don't have to be from Castlebellingham. It's actually for anybody that is in need of the service, because we don't need any more tragedies like the ones we've been having.
Yeah,
I did see a lot of stuff has happened around, say, the community, around Darver, around Castlebellingham, around Stabannon. A lot's happened the last 2 years, especially that I've known. That Kieran's known, like a lot of stuff has happened in the area that's probably hard to deal with, I think. And even when it happens and you see other young people suffering, I think that's where people really come into their own, they need help, you know?
Yeah, people don't know where to turn, and that's why we want to be on the ground, that it's not a big corporate thing, like we're not saying nothing bad about Pieta House or So Sad or any of those things. They're all there and they all have their purpose. But this is for the ordinary person. Just lift the phone, make a phone call, make an appointment free of charge, no appointments necessary or anything. Just talk to someone. That's what it's all about. It's getting the people at that point that they'll just talk to somebody.
Exactly. And look, me and Kev very openly on this podcast, we tend to bring this up every week. So we talk very openly about our own states. Kev suffers from anxiety. I suffer from depression. And we very, very openly talk about how at 10 o'clock every night on this podcast, Kev takes a little magic tablet and he shows the whole world. Yeah, it works for him, so it does apparently. Hey, but no, it is. That's the message that we've been trying to voice for 2 years. Like, this started at the beginning of COVID, or not the beginning of COVID, the middle of COVID, to try and help people, give them an hour or week's break, that kind of way, and be honest with talking about stuff. But look, I know there's an event, so I want to read this out because there's a line in this, right, that, and one of you can tell me, right, who came up with this line, right? So there's an event on Sunday the 12th of December from 12 o'clock until 8 o'clock. Yeah, I think the time
is the 11th of December. Does it say the 12th?
No, it doesn't. It says the 11th.
Good.
Sunday. Imagine, I'm actually reading.
You nearly made Sandra a heart attack there, Pickle.
I know. So the 11th, Sunday the 11th of December from 12 until 8, there is a Christmas tractor run 2022, okay? So the purpose of this, very simply, and I want to read this out from the event page, okay? The fundraising is for the new Safe Castlebellingham Suicide Awareness for Everyone charity. The plan is to get, and Sandra already highlighted this, the plan is to get a mobile unit in the village where someone can go with an appointment to talk and to a fully qualified therapist. The unit will cost and the therapist will cost, as you just said, Sandra. So we need funds to make this work. Anyone under pressure need to be able to just talk to somebody when they need to, not when they can get an appointment for 3 months' times. And then the line that I love, unfortunately, I don't want to love this line, but it's so fucking true, right? Unfortunately, suicide doesn't do waiting lists. No. One. Which one of you come up with that one?
I'd say it was me, yeah. But whenever I'm writing anything, I have Patrice in my mind, to be quite honest. So maybe, Patrice, you want to say a few words?
Patrice, you can say whatever you want, darling. Whatever you want, hey.
Well, it's not news that I have had 2 suicides to begin this year, January and April of this year. Paige is 17 and Mikey 18. Unfortunately, I couldn't do anything for them. And I would like to think with this being set up, if, losing my 2 boys mean saving someone or one, we're not fighting a losing battle. We're here to help, and we want to help everyone. From PJ in January, and including Mikey, I have counted up in our locality between Stabannon, Ardee, Castlebellingham, you've Ready Penny, Loud Village, Townstown, and Dundalk. We've had 17 suicides. Now that's a big number in the last 2 months. Like, the year's not even out. Now there's people further afield that's been dealt with suicides on their doorstep, but in our local community and our neighbouring communities, that's a lot of people.
And the thing as well is, if you look at the ages of these people, like, these people aren't going to have been 60, 70, 80 years of age that have lived a life. These are people who simply don't know that it's okay to go and talk to somebody. It's okay to say, I'm not feeling right. There's something going on. As
what I said before, Pickle, it's all right to feel shite.
It is.
And because as I said, and Pickle knows about it, and I said it, I'm pretty sure I had a break when it happened. I'm pretty sure I had a breakdown when it actually happened. When I
multiple, Kev,
and then it kind of snowballed into it was shite for a long time, and it is. You don't know where to turn, especially when you're in that bubble of feeling that way. You really don't know where to turn, and you don't know what direction to turn in until you actually say to someone, hang on a second. Or if you say to someone, and lucky enough I said it to someone, because otherwise it could have been a different scenario altogether. But it is that place of, who do I talk to? How does anybody actually want to listen to me? Because I think that's where the biggest problem is with people. That you don't want to talk to people because it's like, well, they don't really want to listen to me. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. But because, like, let's be honest, Patrice, you've been through an awful lot in this year, okay? And fair play to you for helping to set up this, because an awful, you could have just went into a dark spiral yourself, but you're going in a direction that's helping other people and helping other, say, parents and young people to find help,
It's literally all of you deserve. Now, I know there's a GoFundMe page as well, which today when I checked is at €1,780. Obviously, that's a start. You know what I mean? Of course. You know what I mean? It's just that we're going to get it up on our pages and all that kind of stuff as well. I didn't know until about 20 minutes ago that you're also on Instagram as well as Facebook. I didn't know that. I was following you on Facebook, but I did not know that you were on Instagram as well. But look, what's the hope on the 11th? Right? The 11th. What's the hope? It's a tractor run. Tractor runs in the country are mental. We're from the country. We know what these are like. What are you expecting? Like
this is going to be a super tractor run.
I can only imagine.
All the tractors will be done up in their Christmas lights. Last year we had one for a different charity, and there was tractor drivers dressed up as Santas, and there was cribs on the back of tractors, and there was anything.
I think my brother was driving in it last year. I think
okay. Well, we're expecting at least 200 tractors at this, and we have secured an extra field up the road just in case we run out of space in the elite form yard. So
I was looking at the route. I can't remember. I had a different page. Is it going? I know it's obviously Castlebellingham. Is it going past Duffy's Cross? Is it coming back up that road?
No.
Or what way is it going? No.
Right, it's heading out of the elite form yard, which is between Dromiskin and Castlebellingham.
Yeah.
It's heading down towards Dromiskin, across by Centra, across the motorway, up by White Rat, over to what would that corner there for Darver?
Cobblers.
No, not Cobblers.
Darver Cross, isn't it?
Then through Manfieldstown Cross.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
up through Stabannon, across to Drumin, and through past out to Cullen Road through Dunleer,
that
and
is
back
so
down into Castlebellingham.
200 tractors.
So if you're driving at any stage on the 11th, stay away from those locations.
And don't be on a bike and don't be walking.
Oh, no.
Right? Okay.
Certainly not.
Stay off the roads. But no, look, like it's all, look, I suppose a day like that is about making it fun. It's making it enjoyable. Yes. You know what I mean? I know.
And it's to get attention for the charity as well.
Precisely.
Now, there's also a Christmas market in Castlebellingham the same evening, and the tractor run will be coming through Castlebellingham.
Brilliant.
Right.
Happy days.
When the market is on.
Deadly. Well, look, everything that we find on the pages and that, we'll keep sharing on anyway for the next
Thank you.
10 days or whatever it is. So we will, like, you know what I mean? But like, I know obviously at the end of the day, the main thing about this is the money. You know what I mean? Because you need the money to make this fully functional. So there's no point looking at it any other way.
Yeah.
Like, as you said, if you help one person, then you want to help everyone. Yeah. But if you know that that first call, that first person that comes up and says, I'm so happy that you guys did this. Like, I suppose, is there more longer term plans in regards like fundraising? Is there any
we have loads of fundraising ideas coming up.
Like, is there any magical companies going to throw? Larry Goodman going to give like 10 grand to you? No, it might actually.
Well, we don't want to drop any names yet, but we'd be hopeful.
That's all we do. Hey, that's all. Larry, he never gave us a penny from our school when we used to press that buzzer that was 4 miles away from the house. Selling lines for Dover school. Like, you mean, like, I'll show him a sheet in the camera. No, honestly, we're Dover school. Give us €1. So it is. But no, look, if we obviously, this is only a small podcast, is it, Kev? Is it small anymore?
It is. Well, we're still small.
Yeah, I found we're in the top 5 podcasts in Ireland today, which is a nice thing to do. But if we can help in any way, there's like 2,000 followers. If I can get them all to give €1, and that'd be a big help.
That'd be great.
So it sounds like nothing when you say that, right, guys? When I set up a page, everybody give €1, and therefore, boom, you'll have like 2,000 quid. But like, honest to God, like, you can contact us whenever you want. You can come back on here whenever you want. This is an open platform for anybody and everyone who's trying to do good things, and you two are angels, and you are trying to help so many people. And Patrice, we grew up together, for God's sake. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I'm so proud. Who would have thought, right, that us three, right? Sorry, Sandra. Right, who would have thought us three would ever be talking on a camera like this, for a podcast, like this, right? But a topic that's back in the day when we were running around your garden, fucking birthday parties and shit like that.
Trevor's birthday parties.
Trevor's birthday parties. Yeah, like Jesus, fuck. But right, I'll tell you what, right? There's one thing we have to do with you before you go, and we have done this with other people who have been on this show that we know. So Miranda Maguire was on it. Emily Moore was on. So girls we know, right?
Yeah.
Roll back the years, right?
There's no way she's going to answer this question.
She is, because I know the score, so I know who needs a win in this one, Kev, right? We do a Would You Rather every week, right? It's normally dirty, right? But this is not dirty at all, right?
Now, I know Patrice's husband. He'd kick me out.
Yes, and hopefully, right? So we're 16 or 17 again, right? Okay. Would you rather shift Kev or me?
Oh, sweet.
Pressure's on. The pressure's on. And I know the score here, right? So I'm right.
I can't answer.
Just say both, and then we'll both get a point.
Both, yeah, both.
Okay.
We'll do 2 different trips to the Oasis, and we'll not talk about it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
So it will, hey. But look, come here. It's absolutely brilliant having you on. It really is. Like, you know, I mean, I know obviously you're after talking about the tractor run. We're talking about future fundraising and that. Obviously, we're talking about the heartache and absolute pain, Patrice, that you've gone through over the last 12 months, which it's amazing that you're standing and being able to stand up for so many people. It really is. I think you should be incredibly proud. And I know many, many people are incredibly proud of you. But look, is there anything that you just want to add in with anything at all? Like, is there anything else you just need to throw in to highlight to people, to talk, anything you want? Floor's all yours.
There's one thing I didn't say that is very important. It's not just for the people that might be feeling right down there and don't want to make the call. Anyone that knows them, friend, family, anyone can make the call for themselves or for that person. It's there for absolutely everyone. It's not specific at all. That's the whole point of it. It's
exactly. So if somebody knows somebody that's struggling, if they need help,
if they're worried about somebody,
how to talk to that person.
Exactly. Yeah, make the call.
Yeah, because we all want to help each other. Like, that's the whole thing. We all want to help. The world would be such a greater place if everybody just gave a fuck about each other and actually cared about each other and worried about each other and actually did things to try and help each other when we can. But unfortunately, sometimes, as we've talked about it, we don't get the opportunity to try and help some people, so we don't. So that's why we got to try and do everything we can to make sure other families don't have to go through that, okay?
And you have a lot of sponsors already, Sandra, don't you? There's a lot of sponsors.
We do, yeah. There's a lot of people offering help, volunteers coming forward for stewarding, and we have companies offering money. The credit union were very good and offered us They sponsored the marquee for the Christmas market. Kelleher's Insurance gave us a leg up with the insurance. I don't want to miss anyone. Who else?
Oh yeah, it's probably a long list. Yeah, it's probably a long list of people who it is. Like,
it's great.
Yeah.
Well, imagine being a steward on a day like that, though. 200. Like, what would you be doing apart from just don't hit any animals? Just don't.
Making sure no other
Shaking
cars on the
buckers.
road.
Yeah. It's like stay out of the fields and stay on the road. Tractors, okay? Stay on the road. Everyone going.
Well, you don't want any tractors going astray. You want them all going on the proper route.
That's why Kevin's brother Stephen's not allowed to drive.
They'll end up on the motorway if you're not careful. When did you come up with the idea of starting it off as well? When did you come up with the idea of when did this come into your mind of sorting it out?
Probably in the middle of the summer or so. It just was hitting us that we have to do something. That it was getting too common. And we knew Patrice, we've known her for years. The boys went to school with our kids, and just felt we had to do something to actually make a difference and try and help some people and not let it keep happening.
Yeah, look, that's the thing. Sometimes it just takes a wee light bulb moment of, right, guys. Here's it. And also, like, I didn't even cop on until Kev ashes, and then I can see it on the page in front of me, right, that Safe obviously stood for something. I was more just thinking safe. Like, I mean, yes, let's keep everybody like safe. I never copped on. Again, I also read out the 12th when clearly it says the 11th right in front of me on the page.
He's great at doing his research.
No, but I am like, I print it out and then read it arseways. So I do, like, hey. But no, it's one of them things that, look, I don't know, guys. Like, I just think it's incredible what you're doing. Like, I want that GoFundMe page to be thousands and thousands and thousands higher than it is right now. Okay, and God, if we can,
but we'll get it out there. As I said, we'll share it on our pages. So hopefully, someone picks it up even more. So, especially around the local area, because it is important that, as Patrice said, there's so many young people and so many people around the area that's being affected by it. And it's not only them that you've mentioned the numbers, Patrice, but it is the mothers, the fathers, the grandparents, the brothers, the sisters. There's so many other people being affected by that one.
Yeah.
By one thing that's taking that away. So it is getting the word out there, because it is important for people to speak, as you said, and the more we can do, the better for
100%
to try to get it for you, you know.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying to set it up in such a model that, okay, we're Safe Castlebellingham. There's nothing stopping us having, or somebody else setting up Safe Talentstown, Safe
branch it out,
safe
like
anywhere.
Yeah.
Because everyone has to keep it local, but at the same time,
it's like you said, it's not just
you can replicate it.
Yeah, and it's not just for the people. I know Castlebellingham in the name. It's not.
Certainly not.
Yeah, but the more of them you have,
we put up on all the posts too, that anyone that the post reaches, it's for them. It's not just for people in Castlebellingham.
Yeah, but again, if you branch it out, it does cover areas that could make it even easier, in a sense, for people who might be in, say, like a Talentstown or an RV or that kind of way. Like, so it is. But no, look, guys.
Let's be honest. I know it's completely different, not even completely different, but it's taken off as well. Like, Shine a Light started off the exact same way. You know what I mean? It started off a one-man show trying to do a walk for his son that committed suicide, and it's now turned into this monster of a thing that's all over the world. So, like, believe in yourselves and believe in what you're trying to do here.
Yeah,
but
100%.
This could be massive as well for you. So just keep it going and really make people proud. You know what I mean? Because you're making the local people proud at the moment. So fair play to you.
You really are. It's absolutely incredible, guys. Honest to God. But thanks so much, like, for coming on. I mean that we'll have this out on Saturday night. Yeah. So we will. We'll stick it out with our show. So we'll have the audio. We'll have the video. So we will. Yeah. Everybody's going to get to see the two awesome faces of the people, right, on the 11th. Well, depending on me and Kev talk for, right, after this for the rest of the show, it might only be on Facebook. Yeah, it might only be on Facebook and YouTube and, like, Twitter and Instagram and everything else. Like, it used to be world famous in 3 days' time. And we'll get loads of people. Yeah, we'll get loads of people putting money in then, and we can all celebrate that the GoFundMe has gone through the roof. So, well, please God, hey. But no, Garrett, be very proud of what you're doing. It's incredible. We are delighted to have spoke to you, and we'll do everything we can to help promote the event and anything else that you have going forward. But yeah, thanks so much for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks a million.